What's up, family? J-Wro with the Lolo here in Transformation Nation. You know, Mom, I know you said I'll never talk with your mouth full, but you also know that I do the wipey thing when we go out to eat, you know what I mean? When there's like extra sauce in the bottom of the thing, I do this, I go, you know, because there's like $5 worth of sauce in the bottom of the bowl. I'm not just gonna like give it back to the dishwasher and have them throw it down the drain. Is that cool? Is that okay? Am I allowed to do that? Okay, so we're covering two topics today here on the Lolo. We're talking about the greatest kale chips on the face of the planet. These right here, made by a man named Justin Feldman, who you're gonna know because he's the raw snack food king, bling bling. He's got a company called Just in the Raw. You guys wanna know what this is? Can you handle it? Chocolate covered kale chips. Organic, raw, vegan. So good, you're gonna be done seeking. One of the main things people have been asking about lately, I've been getting a lot of messages on YouTube, is, hey J-Wro, what's with the tattoos, man? What are they all about? I see kitties and devils and sacred geometry and all kinds of crazy stuff. That's a weird story, man. Well, here, we're gonna break up all the rumors and give you the realness on the Lolo, all about tattoos. You ready? Let's do this. So people always ask, hey J-Wro, what was the inspiration for all your tattoos and where'd you get them done? Well, I'm gonna give you guys a quick summary of the colored palette that is currently comprising my body and let you guys know a little bit about the story behind everything. You ready? Because we're gonna go back real far, about 11 years. Shimon. Okay, so we're gonna go in chronological order, starting in the year 2000. I was living in Chicago, and it all started with the Om. I don't really need to explain it, do I? Viewers, you guys know what it is. The sacred, eternal sound of the beginning of the universe, sometimes spelled O-M, sometimes spelled A-U-M. You know what I'm saying. Oh. Got it. Second one, which actually started out as a tribute to my friend Kurt, who passed away in '98, was actually a Jesus fish, which of course is all about resurrection and abundance and the giving of life and life being abundant. And then I turned it into, actually, this fertility symbol. So it's actually about abundance and fertility and the renewal of life, resurrection, if you will. We've got really a representation of me as a person, okay? We've got this dancing figure in this pose, celebrating life, dancing with the blood platelets in its body and the fire in the hand. And this was actually inspired by one of my favorite bands of all time, The Verve, who had a song called Lucky Man in the late 90s that went, 'cause I'm a lucky man, the fire in my hand. So that song really inspired me. That band and their album Urban Hymns was really one of the albums in my life that helped pull me through a very difficult time when I was very young and going through a lot. So this is kind of a tribute tattoo to knowing that we have this creative power and we can use it to create, we can use it to give life, or we can use it to destroy. That fire, that passion that we all have within us. So it's just a reminder of that infinite power within. I was angry in a punk rock band called the Big Four in Detroit, and I thought, you know, that's nice F you to the world, isn't it? Huh? A little devil with a halo overhead. But in all seriousness, it was just a thing where I felt very vilified at that time in my life for my viewpoints, whether it was veganism or radical animal rights or just looking at the world in a different way. People looking at me as I was kind of like villainous or weird or a rogue. And I thought, well, you know what? Sometimes things that you label as devilish or evil are actually wonderful and beautiful for the world. It's just your viewpoint. So angel, devil, right, wrong, heaven, hell, all of that is just duality consciousness, and it's all the same. It's all the same schmear, right? It's all the same schmear on a bagel. Next, we have the enhancement around the Jesus fish, which is actually, of course, you see the comedy and tragedy symbols encased in blue flames. And again, this was just a tribute to my friend Kurt Pearson, who was actually one of the dear, dear brothers of my life, like a brother to me. We did acting for many, many years, and we had always planned to come out to Los Angeles and do movies and our own TV show together. And he passed away in a car accident in '98, and this is just really a tribute to his life, the amazing creativity and beauty within this man. So this one's all about KP. I love you, bro. This one over here is just an enhancement to the Om tattoo. And this stargazer lily in 4 states of bloom is actually a reflection of all of the elements of the Om, which is the 4 states of consciousness. So we've got resting, we've got dormant, we've got dreaming, we've got full consciousness. So I thought this was just a nice accoutrement to the meaning and the depth of the Om symbol that I feel, which is just always unfolding new states of consciousness. And then up here we have an Australian cicada bug, which is actually the loudest cicada bug known to man. I think it's 105 or 110 decibels its call is at. I mean, super loud, like a rock concert. And I just love it because also representing states of transformation. It actually goes in, and when it molts, it actually comes out of its own body. It bursts out of its own body. It's amazing to actually see a cicada molt and then rip out of its own body and be reborn. It's incredible. Probably see it on YouTube. Then here we have actually someone who greatly inspired my life. Her name was Amy, and she really inspired me to follow my musical dreams, my performance dreams, really reconnect me to my purpose on this planet. And she's been a tremendous inspiration in my past. And yeah, you know, we dated. People are like, oh, did you date her? Like, yeah, we were together for years, and that one's probably time to go, if you know what I mean. It's a little weird to like have a tattoo of another girl on your body when you're in love with someone else. So there's going to be some videos on LASIK surgery actually coming up, because these two guys are going to be going. I'm going to reclaim the chest here, reclaim the chest, people. So these two guys are going to be going away. And a lot of people ask me, like, J-Wro, why do you want to get them lasered off? It's like, well, you know, these two don't really feel right on my body anymore. All the rest do. And I really want to see my chest again. So really going to be finding out more about laser tattoo options and the healthiest and most beneficial way to get rid of these. So if you guys have any information, leave me a comment below on maybe some of you that have had tattoos removed, and maybe you want some, you know, hand over some advice to the J-Wro. Then of course we've got my tattoos, which is the one that most people see. This is Smudge. She was 18 years old. She was with me for 18 years. She's on her favorite rocking chair, which was also the rocking chair that my mom rocked me in as a child. And she's got her favorite gay pride ball. She was so fun. She was just like, yay, gay people, yay, gay pride. And her tongue out, which she always is. She's always playing with her ball. I'm like, ah. Very unique and crazy cat. Loved her very much. And then her partner in crime, Misha, who's sitting in her favorite box full of broccoli, her favorite food, her second favorite food, corn, heirloom corn, of course, and drinking a cup of coffee. That was really her diet. That's how she lived 20 years, people. Broccoli, corn, coffee. Oh, and cigarettes too. So the last two pieces are the most recent pieces that I got in Portland 3 years ago in 2008. And they're two pieces. One is sacred geometry, the other is very spiritual, and this is where my tattoos are heading in as far as the direction and the intention now in my life. Check them out. So what we've got here, you can see probably very faintly on the back of my neck, is the ladder of transmigration. And the ladder of transmigration is actually Christian in its origin, although I'm not Christian. It's basically that the narrowest path is always the holiest. So as you simplify your life and you focus your intention and you simplify your world, your purpose becomes more clear. Your focus and your energy becomes able to be transmuted and given in a much more concise and clear manner. So it's about just simplifying life, focusing energy, and ascending. It's really got nothing to do with going to church, all right? And then of course, we've got the flower of life. We could really spend a lot of time talking about the flower of life, so instead of me delving into the history or the purported origins on Earth or the ancient Egyptian culture or the DNA activation or golden mean or any of that, I'm just going to refer you guys to a couple of books by Drunvalo Melchizedek, The Ancient Secret of the Flower of Life, Volumes 1 and 2. But I've got to tell you, since I started really getting into sacred geometry and have that piece on my back, a lot of very powerful synchronicities and upheavals have been happening in my life the past 3 years. So I don't think that's any coincidence at all. So that's enough for the peep show. Now you guys know about J-Wro. We're not even going to get into the piercings, okay? That's for another one. But thank you guys so much for your curiosity as far as my body art, for learning a little bit more about my life story, and just for being amazing, beautiful fans and tuning in every week here on Transformation Nation. It's a little bit chilly here, as you can tell, so I'm gonna put a shirt back on and get in the kitchen and make y'all some food. Come on, let's do this.